You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We're kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with your Friday forecast.
All right, Chesley, what do we need to know heading out the door this morning?
Well, things are calm right now. We do have fair skies in some spots. There are a few clouds overhead. That's it. No rain coming out of the clouds at all. This afternoon will be a different story, but those scattered showers, thunderstorms, no different than what we have been experiencing. Temperatures in the 70s just about everywhere you look. Got a couple of 60s sprinkled in up here to the north, and then over toward Carrollton, you're at 69 degrees starting off this morning. Here's your forecast for today. You're looking at partly sunny skies at least through about noon today. After that, 1, 2 o'clock, this is when we'll start to see some of those scattered showers beginning to develop. A few isolated thunderstorms will be around as well. That'll be about 4 o'clock. We'll reach a daytime high of 91, but it's going to feel like the upper 90s out there. Be advised.
Our top story right now, Atlanta police, they're pleading with people to settle their problems without using guns.
They say that would prevent a lot of violence. In a number of hours, officers say they responded to 4 shootings across the city. In one case, a man killed at an apartment complex on Martin Luther King Drive. Another man was shot while playing with a gun near Atlantic Station. Then, in a high-rise community near Central Park, police say a man shot and killed a woman, then went to the park and turned that gun on himself. Molly Oak has more on why police say when it comes to stopping violence, they can only do so much.
The interim police chief saying that he does not want to keep holding press conferences about someone getting shot and killed. Police say anger is hard to predict, and it can turn deadly if a gun is around. The interim police chief says they are attacking crime in the city, but they need the community to help.
Moments of anger. That is why we're appealing to the citizens. We can't stop moments of anger, and we do need individuals to know that that is a combination of a weapon that is at hand is going to lead to tragedy.
Police also thank the people in the city, saying they have been calling 911 with that critical information, truly following if you see something, say something. Back to you all.
Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news, you'll now need a clear bag if you plan on attending any athletic events for Henry County schools. If you don't have a clear plastic, vinyl, or PVC bag, the district says you can bring a 1-gallon Ziploc bag.
California is calling on film productions to come back to Hollywood because of Georgia's restrictive abortion law. The state's governor slammed the legislation in a statement saying Georgia has waged a cruel assault on human rights. There have been calls for film productions to pull out of Georgia ever since the heartbeat law was passed. But Governor Brian Kemp says Georgia continues to see record-breaking profits from the TV and film industry.
Small business owners outside of the city of Atlanta have a new option to get financial help. Fulton County, it's expanding their $3.9 million loan program. It prioritizes minority and female-owned businesses impacted by the pandemic. Longtime business owners could get up to $100,000 to apply. Go to the county's website.
Heads up if you got a Peach Pass. Starting next Friday, the State Road and Tollway Authority will start enforcing excessive VTOL fees. You get a fee when your Peach Pass doesn't automatically deduct the right toll and is put under review. Drivers normally get 10 free reviews, but starting next week, if you use more than that, you'll have to pay an extra $1.
Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news, the next few days are critical for WNBA star Brittney Griner as she faces a 9-year sentence in Russia. Andrea Mitchell has more on the options already on the table to bring her home.
The White House says that the president is laser focused on bringing her and Paul Whelan, an American businessman, a former Marine who's already been in jail in Russia for 4 years, bringing them both home. So a deal is very much a possibility. This would be a trade of Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan for Victor Bout, a Russian arms dealer. Griner's team now has 10 days to appeal this 9-year sentence, the guilty verdict. There's tremendous pressure on the White House to make that deal, bring her and Paul Whelan home, even though U.S. officials always worry prisoner exchanges could encourage Russia and other adversaries to detain more innocent Americans as bargaining chips. We'll have a lot more coming up on Today.
6:55 now. Monkeypox is now a public health emergency in the United States. But what does that designation mean for you? Jerry Carnes has the answer from the experts.
The White House acknowledges the U.S. is playing catch-up with more monkeypox infections in recent weeks than any other country in the world. President Biden's declaration of a public health emergency should improve access to testing and vaccines. It will enable the Department of Health and Human Services to free up federal funds that can be used to combat the virus. It will streamline the process of getting that money to states and local jurisdictions. It will also allow those states and cities to purchase supplies at a reduced cost, which should help with vaccines and testing. Georgia currently ranks 6th in the nation when it comes to confirmed monkeypox cases, with 544.
Students and Rome City schools will be learning from home today. Administrators are going to have an emergency meeting about safety after finding 2 guns on campus during the first week of school. Both incidents happening at Rome High School. Administrators say one student willingly turned over a gun and there was never a direct threat to students or teachers. As kids are home virtual learning, the school board will meet to talk about increasing safety and security.
All right, kids, you got one last weekend of freedom. Around 94,000 students will be going back to class Monday in DeKalb County, and that's the state's 3rd largest district. In Fulton County, the 4th largest school district, you also head back into the classroom. And of course, we want to remind you that you can help 11 Alive support those students. You can donate to Fulton County schools through our Back to School drive. All you have to do is text the word supplies to the number that you see right now on your screen, and we'll send you a link to their Amazon wish list. Hey, Chesley.
Well, good morning. Hopefully those wings that Cheryl's talking about will be done by noon so we can have them for lunch. 86 degrees will be our temperature by then, looking at partly sunny skies. But just after that, those cumulus clouds really begin to form, and we'll see a chance for a few scattered showers around with a few isolated thunderstorms. Temperatures at 3 o'clock around 90. We'll get up to 91 for a high and then drop back down to 89 degrees by 6. Again, with those scattered showers and those isolated thunderstorms continue.
The wings will be done by noon. Side of mac, a little fruit salad, and we'll be good to go.
I'm hungry. I may stay.
Let's do it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Today's show is coming up next. We'll see you back here next Monday.